we doing? Hope you guys are doing well today. This is Spirit Counseling. My name is Jennifer. Here, no matter what's going on in your world, you are welcome. However, there might be some days where you're going to want to throw me under the bus, kick me in the ass, or put my foot in my mouth. That's okay. You're here for a reason, and so am I. So let's find out what it is we're supposed to be partnering up today. I have been noticing that we have some departed loved ones people are dealing with right now. And that's what we're going to be dealing with right now. So I do have my air conditioner on. It is hot, like right before I got on here. It started to cool down for a few minutes and I was like, yeah, I can do some. And then it got real hot, dude, and this heat, yeah, no, I'm good. So anyway, we have a postcard here. I'm not sure who this is for, but we're starting out from a message from a loved one on the other side. Dearest you, going the extra mile to achieve your dreams and putting in some overtime will reap big rewards. Now is the time for you to act, to stir up some energy and put those plans into action. There are many windows of opportunity that open but close quickly when you don't take the risk and go for it. Today, be confident that your hard work will pay off and you'll feel that satisfaction and fulfillment of reaching your desired outcome. It might turn out even better than you expected. Isn't that amazing? Remember, however much work you're willing to put in, we will match it tenfold on our end. Everyone over here is rooting for you to win the game of life. So just do it. Loving you so, so much. I love you too. I'll say hello to music. Say hello. How are you today? Hello. Anyway, boy, you better get down from it. Good job. Good job. All right. Now, at the end of this reading, I'm going to pull a card for you guys. This card is going to provide you an opportunity to expand a gift, a spiritual gift of yours. We will pull 3 cards for that, and I will start ending a lot of these readings like that, where we'll talk about what we need to work on in the physical, with others, and spiritual. I know we're shifting all over the place, but that is what we're going to be doing. Now, over here, I have this bowl. I call it the spy bowl. And after much contemplation, I have decided that it is important to touch bases in all areas of our life, that which we can control, that which we can't control, and the in-between. So, this part of the reading, what we're going to be doing is pulling from this bowl right here. In this bowl are tongues. This is going to be more tongues. There's tongues, there's little tarot cards, and there's several pieces with letters on it. If you are dealing with, this is not romance. Okay, that is the one thing that we are going to, if you want romance, that's going to be towards the end of the reading. We will put romance, everybody wants to know romance. So we will put romance towards the end of the reading, right before we work on the spirit gifts. These are your co-workers, your family members, your friends, your neighbors, people you haven't met, people you just met, people that you just put in your past. However it is, these people influence your life in some way, and this bowl is going to tell you the baseline of what's going on. What we're going to do after that is pull some more cards. We're going to pull some signs to find out more about who these people are. We're going to find out why they're coming into your life, what is the purpose of the connection, and what you're going to get, what your presence is, and what your future is with this connection, and what paths are best to take. And might even be able to find out, like, are these people supposed to stay in your life? Is this a long thing? Are these soul family members? Are these people you're supposed to get rid of? We're about to find out. Because we're clearing the motherfucking board, and we're making room for the stuff that's for sure. Right? Right. Ooh, something you did out there. Alright, so we have the letter N, the letter V, and the letter X. We have a peace sign. We have love. We have an almost ready to have her baby's cat in the back that says, "Don't touch me." We have a mermaid. We have a handmaid. We have a Queen of Cups, a Six of Pentacles, Three of Cups, and a Five of Cups. Alright, so you know that you're supposed to be working with somebody. There's somebody that you might be getting ready to work with has possibly been in a situation where they've been celebrating while you've been picking up the pieces of a broken life. Or vice versa. This is not specific to any signs. This is a general reading, so this can resonate no matter what sign you are. This is somebody that you do work with or will work with. It's going to be an equal give and take. Either you're going to be helping them, or they're going to be helping you, or you guys will be helping each other. Again, you already know about this. This is somebody coming in to help you. Pick up the pieces of and start over. You're basically starting over. This person's coming in to help you. Ooh. Q and E. Possible names we have. Two of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Magician. You are absolutely going to love this. It's going to take time to reach fulfillment, but it's going to be grounded. Like you taking your time to dot your I's and cross your T's is going to provide you everything you need. And we have one more step right here. What is it? A Four of Pentacles. It's going to be worthy of something to hold on to. King of Swords. King of Wands. Truth and integrity is something that you want to make sure you continue to have in whatever this is. And there's going to be days when you're going to feel like letting this go, but you're being told to hang on tight because you have the only key that will make this work. So, on the days when you feel like you're about to fucking fall through, make sure that you remember that you're the only one who can do what you do. You're a leader in multiple areas of your life. So a lot of people count on you and the decisions that you make. They're going to be counting on whatever it is that you are producing. So you want to make sure that you stand down, you stand tight, and you stand up for whatever the fuck this is. It's not just a rolling the hay. What you're going into is long term. And it affects a lot of people. Like the never ending story. If you have not seen the never ending story and you have a couple hours to watch it, I highly recommend you watch that movie. It is one of my favorite fantasy movies. Now, I have not seen Neverending Story 2. I might actually sit down and watch that. We're being asked to put ourselves into a more of a fantasy type thought form right now, rather than being real serious. Get gazy and starry, and that will help bring out some of that excess negative that you're having a hard time flushing. It'll stir it up. You'll be childlike. Let's find out what's going on with this. A little more detail. We have the Two of Wands. You have a decision to make. Queen of Cups in the World. You know you have to end something or put love into something. If you don't put love into something, it's going to end. You're being given a choice. Do you want to work on something or do you not want to work on something? If you want to work on something, it's going to give you everything you've ever wanted. If you don't work on it, it's going to fall the fuck away. We have the Seven of Wands, the King of Swords, and the Page of Wands. Just as I just said, you need to put love back into whatever it is you're doing, and it will blossom. The Four of Pentacles is here again. The Four of Pentacles. Hang on. Two of Cups. Here it comes. Right there. It is. The Hermit. Now. What is it that you're supposed to be doing? You're supposed to choose to start loving something again, and move forward, get over your hardships. Protection. I'm going to take those. Pleiades, double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. Protection. Call back your power, cut the cords, and soul retrieval. No. Wait. Postpone. Say no. get grounded. Empaths, highly sensitives, connect with nature. Boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? And we have let it rain. Allowing what is. Inevitably trust. Inevitability. Trust. Let it go. Release the past. Forgive. Soften. Move forward. She who flows. Ease. Being open to change. Go with the flow of life. Immerse yourself. Training. Learning. New hobbies and passions. Making waves. Momentum. What's up, boo? Is building. It's your time. Achievement. Just as I said. Now listen, where you're going right now, you've got 2 cards of boundaries and you're getting no get grounded. So while you're putting all your efforts into your baskets and you're weaving the fuck out of your shit, you need to remember that just because you are a person who has gifts and things are working out for you doesn't mean you owe anybody anything. You need to remember that the way that you got here was loving yourself unconditionally, loving others unconditionally, protecting your energy and using it appropriately, and cutting out the shit that can cause you or the people that you work with or are in your energy any harm. That is like something that you're going to have to take with you moving forward. And it's going to also provide you the grounds appropriate enough for many, many people to want to work with you, knowing that your environment is peaceful, it's trustworthy, and it's dependable. It's going to go a long way in whatever it is that you are working on right now. This could be something that is new. It's something that's going to change your environment and a lot of other people's environments. This is something like some of the stuff that you're doing people can see, and some of the stuff that you're doing people will not see. But it will all make a difference. Some of the stuff you're going to be able to talk about, and some of the stuff you're not going to be talking about. Your world as you know it is not going to be the same within the next 6 months. And for those of you who have large social circles and you're like, I'm not giving da 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 da. If you're being called to be of service, your social circle will naturally fall back to where you won't have much time to focus on your social circle. You'll be focusing on your clients. And it will not be something like, oh God, I gotta go to work. It's, these people are, like this card right here, like when they come into you, you're just naturally going to be like, come here honey, let me help you out with that. And just, you're like a guide. But not everybody gets a guide like what you are. And that's not being discriminatory. That's meaning that whatever gifts that you're providing and the stability that you're providing is for people like, with an ancestral baseline that their reference is going to be known for centuries. They're like pillars of what's coming up. So they're leaders, and you're raising leaders right now. And these people are all going to have different positions in different areas of the universe to assist other people to come up. At a certain point, we will all be at the same level. But at this moment in time, we're still teachers and students. And this is what this is. It's a teacher-student foundation that not everybody is able to take part in. So when you pick out whether or not you work with this person, you're going to need to do a checklist to make sure they fit the appropriate boxes to do it. You're going to have to prevent yourself from feeling guilty if they don't make all the boxes fit. Every case is separate, so keep that in mind, that sometimes you can bend the rules, but rules are not meant to be broken and they're not meant to be bent. They're there for a reason. So unless there's some substantial evidence that says, okay, we can bend the rules for this person, don't do that. Because there's a reason for that rule that you may not understand, but it's necessary for you to pay attention and understand that if you don't follow that rule, you'll be the one that gets a bigger reprimand than the person you broke the rules for. Period. What you are going into is, and I'm not trying to scare you, I'm not trying to put you in a thought period of, oh God, this is something that you are going to love. But it's serious business. And a lot of people's lives are going to be in your hands according to the decisions that you're going to be making in this. Look here. You're taking the reign. You are making, I don't know if you can see this card the way it is, especially with the light. I'll get one of those ring lights pretty soon. But there's a rainbow. And it like covered, there's a bunch of them. But there's a rainbow here that goes here, and then there's a rainbow here. So like she's covered here with the rainbow, and she's covered here, and it actually goes through her here. Like she's the end of the rainbow here. Okay, imagine having the ability to do that for every person that you're helping. You're covering them with the love of God, and you're healing them with the blood of God. It's all light. None of it hurts. Like nobody's getting cut. Nobody's going to any major surgery. That's my cat's playing a little bit. But you're going to have the ability to do that. Some of you already have the ability to do that, or your gifts are coming to and you don't know what the fuck they are. They are like switches. Okay. Some of you could be grouchy right now because you don't understand what's going on with your system, and you don't know if it's good, if it's bad, if you need to get it checked. A lot of you have been doing some excess checking with the doctor. What the fuck is this? You can't figure it out. Just to be on the safe side, if you have insurance, if you don't have insurance, check with the health department in your closest area. Most states have health departments. And do a rundown of blood work. Make sure that you're healthy. Make sure you, even if you haven't had sex in 5 or 10 years, get your blood work done. Have them test for your STDs. Have them test your sugar. Have them test your heart. Make sure that you're solid, because in the next few months, you're going to be really engrossed in things like you never have before. You're about to, especially when 8/8 gets here, people are going to have so much energy, they're not going to know what to do with it. There's going to be a strength in that energy nobody's ever felt before. You're being directed weeks ahead of time to get ready for this. How to deal with it, what to do with it, where it needs to be directed, who needs to be a part of it. So over the next few weeks, that's what we're going to be focusing on, is getting ready for one of the most important portals of this year. You see the light switch. The abundance is going to be extraordinary. Just wait and see. Don't just wait and see. Join in and see. Start working on your gifts. Start working on what you don't like, get rid of it. What you do like, working on it. Hey. Did I mention I love my kids? Alright, give me just a minute. If you are watching me right now, many of you probably already know about the Pleiades. If you don't, I'm asking you to please do some research. I also want you guys to start researching light codes. I will give you a light code today to go on. Like, there's a lot of people that they mix Reiki with light codes. So you can find people that put music to it. I'm going to be doing that as well, a little bit down the road, maybe sooner than what you think. I'm not sure. Whatever I'm led to, that's why I'm not scheduling anything right now. I'm absolutely more dedicated, more clear-minded, but I'm also being told not to schedule because I'm to be free and be available to flexibility. As you see the camera move and the voice come through. Now it's Adam and Eve that did that. Reference. Weavers share their magic tea, number 24. Now I have that book right here. I'll read that to you. That's out of my new deck, but I'm using it personally, but one of the cats knocked a card off the deck, so I'm going to read it to y'all. But I'm bringing that into my personal stuff. So this is the only one you get out of that one until I'm ready to bring it to the public. Essential meaning, divine inspiration that could be life-changing, being receptive and curious to follow through, selflessness. When the dream weavers share their magic tea, it's a sign to remember the divine quality of inspiration. You know the feeling. One moment you're walking, talking, taking a shower or driving your car, and suddenly ideas come pouring through your mind and heart. You feel like you could explode with hope. These are gifts from the divine, from Source, the conscious universe, or any other name you claim to describe spirit. These gifts come unbidden and may answer a query you forgot you even asked. Inspiration is a feeling sensed and comes with its own intelligence and logic. It's as if you've been staring at a complicated series of locks that have kept you away from the next manifestation of a destiny you've always known but just couldn't get to. Suddenly, all the locks just begin turning. Pins click into place, the door swings open to let the light shine in. Now you have inspiration in all its technicolor glory. Did you think the Dreamweaver would keep their magic tea all to themselves? You just need to stay receptive and follow through on your curiosity. Then watch the magic arise to greet you. Inspiration wants to give you a gift. Let it. So listen, one thing that I picked up earlier when I did the bowl was that whatever you're doing isn't going to be like other people. It's going to be unique. So you're not going to get a lot of people that are going to be receptive to it, which is another reason why your group of people might shift to what you're dealing with right now. you'll surely have people that will follow you. You'll have people that will follow you, and after a while, they'll fall off. Don't take that personal. Understand that not everybody is in the same vibration to want to do what you're doing. That doesn't make them good, it doesn't make them bad, it doesn't make them chosen or not chosen. It just makes them on a different path. They will not like this path. On this channel, for personal purposes, everybody is chosen. If I don't like something about you, that doesn't mean I don't like you. But I will hug the fuck out of you until you change it. And I will piss you off until you fix it. Because I can't stand to see people willing to accept themselves less than what they could be. Period. Alright, now let's get back to this. We were going to find out what else it is that we need to know. What else are we doing here? Jump in. Intermediate energy. Adventures. Say yes to change. The void. Stop. Embrace winter. Great cosmic room. Earth pulsing. Pulse of the mother. Slow down. Time in nature. Fall into my arms. Surrender. Holding the opposites. Extremes of life. Just as I said, there is going to be some major shifts in the way that many people are living their lives. And rather than being scared about it, you're being asked to know that nobody out there can tell you how it's going to go because nobody else has been there before. God's showing you so you can show the rest of the world. So how are you going to manage this? How are you going to take care of it? Because like Adam, you have been given an opportunity to present the world with what God has presented to you. So what are you going to do? You're being asked to go make a whole new world. I'll get more lights. I swear to God I will. But I like doing my readings in the dark. I like my nighttime readings. So we're gonna continue to do nighttime readings. Sometimes they'll be during the daytime, but I like my nighttime readings. And I'm just gonna get a light, and that will help us with being able to see these right here. I'm also going to let you know that for many of you, you are not used to being alone. And in order to go on the journey that you are about to be in or are already embarking on, you're going to need to learn how to be alone. You're going to need to learn, there's that flash. You're going to need to learn how to stay to yourself. You're going to need to learn how to decipher the difference between needing to get information from somebody else and waiting to get it from source. These are things that you are going to be learning over the next few weeks. Again, I say the 8-8 portal, I will do a reading for that when we get closer to it. This is getting us ready for the up until that time and there after that time. We have 2 eggs here. I want you to look at these eggs. As I noticed as I looked over there. This is carnelian, and this is moonstone. So you are rooting something people have never heard of before. And just like this rough moonstone right here, it's gonna take looking at it the right way to see the shine about it. Otherwise, it just looks like another rock that you make a fucking street with. Take your time. In our own perception, God built the world in 6 days. During that time, people were living thousands of years at a time. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm guessing that calculations are probably not even close to the same these days as they are for when the Bibles were written, or that time before that when they may have gotten their information. So take time out of your equation and understand that it only exists on the earthly realm, and that in any other realm it does not exist. Now, there's only a couple of things that I would put age to, and that's it. When it comes to this stuff right here, there is a growth. In everything, there is a time of growth, maturity, and living in the presence of knowing. All of us are in different stages, but most of us are in the process of jumping into the unknown and making it what we want it to share with the world. And let them know that they're safe. What we are creating is a world that is safe for people to come into. They're going to be leaving their toxicity and coming into something that is totally opposite of what they have ever fucking known. And this is going to shift all over the world. But in order for it to develop properly, only certain people are going to be able to be a part of the start of it. That doesn't mean that everybody else is going to die or they're not going to be a part of it. It just means that everybody's got a ticket. And everybody's position, depending on their ticket, is depending on what part, when they get to be a part of it. Are they closing out cycles in the old earth to prevent them from coming into the new earth? That's another way to figure out how fast you're going to be able to get to this part. How are you dealing with jumping in? How are you closing out cycles? How are you beginning cycles? Integrity is going to make a huge difference in whatever it is that you're working on. If you don't have that integrity, whatever you're working on isn't going to go where you want it. Okay? Leave an empty chair because there's somebody there you don't know is there that needs to be sitting there and not let you know they're there. You're going to be teaching people that you don't know you're teaching. And you need not ask questions as to why it has to be a secret. A lot of people are going into realms that are going to provide powers. Please use them wisely. It is that time. You guys have already started feeling it. A lot of you, I opened this up with somebody, a lot of you are dealing with actual loss. Please understand, it's part of the transition. Aye. What is it on the earth that people need to be working on to better prepare for this jump in that we're doing? The pack, inner work, deep connection, soul tribe. And 7, heart, emotionally awakening, intuition, following your heart. This is a time where it's funny. Following your heart rather than your mind is going to lead you where it is that you need to go and who you need to be around. The wolf pack, yes, Wolverines. Listen. A lot of people will be moving, but I don't want everybody to believe that if you're on this journey, that means that you're about to move, because there are a lot of people that need to stay where they're at in order to be the people that are improving the area they're at. They're already where they're supposed to be. You're just improving yourself and the environment around you so that you can be of more service. So for those of you who are like, well, that means that I gotta move. No, you don't. Not everybody has to be moving. And I got that because, like, I got the big sign, like, people want to flock to Detroit. Please don't flock to Detroit. Like, before people flock to this place, it's got to, like, get cleaned up and be, like, I mean, if you want to help us clean it up, that's cool. But they're not much on outsiders. So, like, probably should try to work on your own stuff. Yeah, the initiation in this motherfucker isn't normal, and it's not for everyone. So you should probably stay where you're at, or there's another place at flight. Opportunity, prosperity, and new venture. Stoicism, peacefulness, receptiveness, and manifestation. 19. Right there it says it. Some of you are going to fly, and some of you are going to be staying in place and building yourselves. But you're getting the same types of opportunities. So listen, don't think that just because you're not moving or that your pack isn't bigger or there's what, like, everybody means the same no matter what. Okay? No matter what. Everybody means the same to God, to the purpose, to the bigger picture, to the shift of 3D to 5D, old world and new world. Don't get it twisted on that fucking whatever shit. I'm talking from war to peace. Okay. Okay, a lot of you, especially if you're watching this right now, if you don't get pissed off because it just said it in the fucking cards. If you're dealing with addiction right now, I need you to quit finding excuses to hang on to it and let it the fuck go. This is a full moon right now. This is the perfect time for you to fucking let it go. Especially the moon that it is. This is a perfect time for you to let go of those addictions. Because if you want to be receptive to what your mystical gifts are, you're going to need to know, you're going to need to be sober. Period. That means cut off the alcohol. Don't do it right away, because if you do it right away, you can end up sick. Go in the fucking hospital and do the 7-day detox. It's 7 days. You're like, but I smoke cigarettes. Listen. If you're smart, right now they have 2 different types of inpatient detox programs that even if you don't have insurance, you can qualify to be a part of. Get off of that shit. And when you get off of that, find my channel again. And let's get you twisted on something that you don't have to pay for. Let's get you working on something that you don't have to chase around the world. Let's get you in a position where when you look in the mirror, you're proud of what you've become, instead of trying to figure out ways to fucking hide your face. Okay? Can you do that for yourself? Can you do that for the people that love you? Can you do that to be a part of the bigger picture? Because you're being called to do some really great things and be remembered for a really long time. But in order to do this, we need you to get sober. Funny thing is, it's not going to cost you a penny to do it. You'll get free meals, free snacks, free education, free time. You get a week of people pampering the fuck out of you at some facility to get you to get clean. Hey. Now, after you get clean, then you dial 988 or work with your facility to find an aftercare place if you don't have a place to live. There are a lot of places that have opened up over the last 2 years that are helping people in recovery find their stability. They're all over the United States. So if you're willing to travel, you can recover. And I want you to recover. I want the addiction crisis to slim down bigger than it ever has before 8/8. Here's the deal. This is 2024. You guys call me Jordan, because I'm from Chicago, Tennessee. 23. 219 and 931. My oldest son's birthday is 8/7. Lionsgate is 8/8. This is a double mission. 2 is partnership. 3 is fellowship and working together. Like, how extraordinary could that be, you guys? I'm just... It's an 888 day. So that's the number of abundance. Could we like work it out where you guys fill up the hospitals, the rehabs, and get yourselves sober? And I'm not gonna go around name calling. You know who you are. And if I've crawled in your ass, I especially want you to be some of them that have gone into local treatment centers. And I want you to not only go into these places, but I want you to work with the staff, record it, and broadcast it on your social media. I want you to be continuing to focus on yourselves while sharing your progress into becoming someone else. Share your stories so more and more people share their stories and get on board. And the more people there are sober, the more gifts we get to expand. And I'm going to say it one more time because we're going into that portal. I told you guys at the beginning gear was very important. We're about to learn how to fly without wheels. You saw that light right there. We're about to learn how to fly without wheels. The faster people get sober, the faster we learn how to ride a magic carpet. And we're the magic carpet. Like, could you imagine? Like, whoo, like angels, dude. Like, fucking angels. Anyway, that's my... Everybody get sober. We got the Rolling Stones on right now. And it says, Simple Man. Oh, we got Simple Man Bad Companies on. Look here, as I'm talking to my kids. Ooh. No. That's crazy. Bad Company.
I'm just a simple man trying to be me. Oh, sometimes it ain't easy. I'm just a simple man trying to be free. Oh, baby, believe me when I say freedom is the only thing means a damn to me. Oh, you can't break it, you can't fake it, you can't fake it now. Freedom is the only song.
Alright, before I get myself in trouble. We don't want this to... Listen, that's a different song. That's a different Simple Man, but I like it. And it fits right in with what we're talking about now. So, we're going to declare Simple Man, Bad Company is the new sober song. At least through Lion Portal, right? Bad Company, Simple Man. Saying, you know, hey... Let me promise you something right here. This is a promise I promise you. I used to spend hours searching for pills. I would be in wretched amounts of pain. And if I didn't have a pill, I couldn't hardly breathe sometimes. I am 7 years sober. And my first 13 months of being sober, actually 16 months. My first 3 months, I did a cold turkey. Then I found out I had Hep C, and I went on the Vivitrol shot to make sure that I was clean for the 6 months to be able to get treatment, which I ended up not getting, but still went into remission. That's the Holy Spirit thanking me for getting clean, staying clean, and having faith that my life is going to get better. Yours is going to too. Okay? You're going to need to find different things to do with yourself. And when you find that special thing that takes up your time instead of chasing after that high, you're going to begin to find love again. A reason to live. Even on your worst days, you'll still not feel like staying in the bed. You'll still want to have to get the fuck up out of the bed, even though you don't have nothing to do or shit's falling apart for you. Life happens after the drugs and the alcohol. If they don't want to be with you because you want to get clean, that means they're not loving on themselves enough to give you the love and affection you would need to carry them with you to the next phase. So love them with grace and honor and pray for them and hope that one day they'll join you. But leave the guilt at the door, because in the end, you both have the choice. All of us have that choice. You're choosing to get clean and find a different kind of glory. They're choosing to stay in the pain and the trauma and cry about what's not working. It's not your fault. It's not your responsibility. And it's not your grudge to hold on to. So when they cuss you, and they hate on you, and they disrespect you, understand that that is them feeding you multiple emotions. They don't want you to go. They're scared to death of what's next. They want to go with you, but they're afraid they're not going to be able to do it, and they're going to fail. And if they fail in front of you, they're going to feel like a clown. And if they feel like a clown, what are they going to do now? So if they want to join you, let them join you. But if they don't take the same steps you take, don't be afraid to drop their ass right away. Because at the end of the day, your sobriety is the only one that counts. If they're not willing to do it for real, and you notice in that song he says you can't fake it. You cannot fake sobriety. I promise you, you cannot fake sobriety. On the journey that you're trying to go on, if you're sitting here talking to me right now, and you're not going to want to, you're going to want to be fully capable of accepting the energies that you're being gifted and have the ability to understand and comprehend them correctly. You're going to get mad at me when I say this, but you're going to go back to this later and go, you know what, she was right. Your perception, your frame of thought, and even your priorities are different when you're intoxicated. Even if you get intoxicated just a little bit, on occasion, on the weekend, just with your friends, you don't believe you're an alcoholic or a drug addict. You got it under control. Once your system ingests those things, you become a different person. And until you go through the stages of releasing them back out of your system, you're going to remain in that distorted perception. And it is distorted. Looking back, talking to others, even if you've never done drugs and all you do is drink, that perception is distorted. The more you drink, the more distorted that perception. Now, what if you could get high, like what you're looking for, whether you're drinking or doing drugs, without having to be distorted? Be completely clear. Okay, that gift is here, right now. And you're being asked to be ready for that expansion on 8/8. And all you gotta do is go check into a place for 7 days. And they have this stuff that you can go do. And you can even come off the cigarettes. Like, for me, I got off the pills, then I got off the alcohol, then I got off the cigarettes. A lot of people can get off all of it at the same time. They recommend that you don't, but a lot of people have done it. I would trade a free energy gift nobody's ever heard of that lets me fly all over the world and talk to people that I've never seen face to face, but they can talk to me in ways nobody can explain, than to be fucked up on shit that is just making me look stupid, feel stupid, and have no faith in what's ahead for my future. But wasn't expecting it to go there, but I guess it needed to now. Ooh, Lord. We're gonna leave out with an Archangel Michael, and then I'm gonna get the gift out. Look here, energy healing word. Look, thank you for sending healing energy to me and through me, for my own blessings and for all those around me. Thank you for connecting me to loving and high integrity healers and teachers of energy healing modalities. Now, this next card that I'm going to get out is going to help you with these energies. It is going to be a block for you to work on as you're getting sober, getting ready for that 8/8 portal. Every day it'll be a different one. It may or may not resonate you, be something that's meant for you, but you can try it and find out. It won't hurt you. Wheels of Light. As humans, we're continually seeking new sources of enlightenment, often searching within one of the sacred locations all over the world. By appreciating the nature of your wheels of light chakras, you'll soon realize that your body is also a temple. We all have a physical body as well as a spiritual body. Within the spiritual body, there are energy centers. Imagine them as beautiful wheels of moving spiritual light. There are 7 major chakras, as well as minor ones, that play an important function in your physical and spiritual life, with each corresponding to an endocrine gland in your body. During the early stages of your psychic and mediumship development, it is important to focus on these 7 main centers. Gaining a deeper knowledge and understanding of your chakras will assist you with your spiritual development and benefit your overall well-being. These wheels of light are receptors for the universal source energy, as well as psychic and mediumistic information. By learning about the chakras, you'll discover how they influence your physical body and how each one is linked to your specific psychic ability of clairsentience, clairvoyance, or clairaudience. You should learn how to activate your chakras and how to balance them. A good practice to open your chakra is to breathe into them one at a time, working your way up from the base chakra to the crown chakra. Nice. Finding the stillness. It's on the bottom of the deck. Alright. So we're going to find out what chakras we need to be working on right now. I think this is... Alright, so we have the 5th chakra. I allow my emotions to be fully experienced. I acknowledge feelings of grief, anger, or fear, and I make a conscious effort to express my emotions or resolve them within myself so that I can move forward freely. I let the unconditional love experience in my heart be expressed through my voice and my creativity. I let those close to me know how much I love and care for them. I forgive all those who have done me wrong in the past, as well as forgive myself, as I could not have responded in a more evolved way than I was able to at the time. 3rd chakra, solar plexus, freedom of choice. I have the freedom to choose, so I choose wisely because my decisions have a great impact on how I see myself and how I feel about myself. I own, accept, and express my feelings unreservedly and do not try to escape them with my own mind games. I have free will to choose how I respond to any situation. I choose to respond with wisdom, clarity, and understanding. Alright, we're going to get a stone. We have azurite, divine guidance, stillness, new connection, astral travel, and ametrine, spiritual guidance, angelic realms, clear stress, and truths revealed. And Pterocyte, direction. If you don't know where you're going, any road will take you there. Some of you are looking for a grand sign, like a fucking postcard that says go to this destination, this is, and do this specifically before you make any movements. Please understand that you're meant to read between the lines and think for yourself, and God is a guide, not your map. Your road is not completely mapped out. Your road is outlined, and it's based on the decisions that you've made and are making, and it shifts according to your presence. The past can only influence your future if you continue to let your past influence your future. 90% of the time, once it's in the past, it's in the past. It only affects the present if you let it. You already made it through it, so why bother trying to get it back up in your surface? Making better decisions is going to give you that purple. Ametrine, you can get this. All of these you can get on Amazon. There's other stone companies that you can use as well. This is just the fastest way to get them, because as you know, other companies, they'll take 5, 7, 14, and sometimes 21 days to get. Amazon offers overnight, sometimes same day. Most of your stones are overnight or the next day. You can't get them same day. Most of their stones are not same day. But there are some. You can get you an extra. Let's see, one more stone. We have 3. We're going to take them. Look at those pretty colors right there. We have lapis lazuli. What it is, a deep blue stone with deep history. See, ancient Egypt, Tutankhamun's eyeshadow. The Old Testament, yes, they use lapis lazuli as makeup. The Old Testament, the high priest of Israel's vestments, and the Dutch Golden Age, Vermeer's palette. Who needs it? Cat people, Leos, anyone who uses the phrase, in a past life, I'm totally convinced I was a, where to put it? As a spiritual armor that lets the world know, when I walk into a room, it's customary for y'all to bend the knee. When to use it? When your thoughts are not your friends. Call on lapis lazuli to help get you out of whatever your mind has gotten you into. Ascend your rightful throne. Carbonsite. What it is? Carbonsite is a calcium vanadium silicate. Its name is an acronym. Look for it. It's in there. Its vivid color is next level, electric blue. The best carbonate hails from India. It is a go-to stone for those looking to channel messages from and high or explore the possibility of supernatural communication. Who needs it? Storytellers, soothsayers, healers, therapists, and psychics. Where to put it? Wherever you translate inspiration into the written or spoken word. When to use it? When it's time to speak clearly and straight from the heart. Whether you want to get weird, ask Carbonsite to make you a conduit for messages, mysterious and eternal. Expand your consciousness. And peridot. What it is, precious peridot, a chick type of olivine, is like the vitamin D of your crystal diet plan. The stone's sunny energy, and candy time hues promote a zest for life. The intensity of peridot's green shade comes from iron, a metal with an energy that gets things done. Who needs it? Brooders, the lackadaisical, anyone dreading those long winter nights. Where to put it? Wherever you give chase to love, money, power, and joy. When to use it? When you're not applying yourself. Success isn't something to be afraid of. You have permission to unabashedly go for it. Power up with peridot and enjoy the ride. Magnetize your motivation. Nice. I don't have these two, so I have to order those. I do have these, though. One of these days I will have all these stones. I mean, look at me. Listen. Actually, that's House of the Rising Sun that's on right now. The animals. I am doing some 70s, 80s mainstream music mixed with Reiki and healing music. Yes. I want to clarify that there is no right or wrong way to do this journey. When I really started tapping into this journey a couple of years ago, I thought, oh my God, you've got to be a perfect person to be able to do this, and you got to do this, and you got to do that. You really don't. There are some really gifted people out there who do have issues with alcohol and drugs. There's gifted people out there who have never touched that stuff. There's gifted people out here who are having a hard time with their life, but they're able to still provide other people with messages that help them with their life. There's people out there that their channel's not growing, but the message is for you. There's people out there that their channel is enormous, one of the biggest channels, but that message isn't for you. They're picking up somebody else's energy. It's nothing to get depressed about or upset about. It just means that there's somebody else's energy they're picking up on besides your energy. Pay attention to the readers that you're going with. Start making a point to limit yourself on how many readers you're paying attention to at a time. Shift your readers so that not only, this is one thing I've noticed, not only do you get a chance to find other perceptions of how to deal with whatever it is that you're dealing with, but it gives that reader an opportunity to clear their energy and read somebody else's energy. Because if you go to that same reader over and over again, and they pick up your energy until you stop listening to them, they're going to continue to pick up your energy. And trust me, that can be monotonous. Animal kingdom, y'all might need to get an animal. Make sure that you're willing to give your all to that animal. Cats are the easiest to take care of. You get them a litter box, food, water, and love on them whenever they want. And if you're not in the city, I mean, if you're in the city, you can sometimes let them go outside. I would not suggest stuff like birds or maybe cage animals that you gotta clean the cages. Or get an outside pet. You know, make it an outside cat. I think you're supposed to have one on the inside. Ooh. That's it. It's basically the same thing over and over again. Just more intense. I also want to put this out here. This is to take absolutely no offense. But as I'm starting to put more readings out there, I am going to stop listening to readings so as to not get it confused or to make it anybody say, oh, she's just, I just want to make sure, you know, that the messages that you're getting from here are not messages that are repeated. It's a fresh story over here. And look here, the Age of Light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. It's also going to help me be able to strengthen my gifts and stay out of the drama. I appreciate every one of you, whether you are a reader, an energy healer, just a member of the audience. I say just a member, you're not just a member, but I mean like a member of the audience. I don't know you, I've never met you, but some how you listen to this and it helps you in some way. We're in for an excellent time in our life. Working together is the most important part of it, and having time to spend for ourselves without guilt involved is the next part about it. And yet it is the first thing that we are supposed to be doing right now, is being selfish selflessly. And with that, I would love to work with other readers in time. But again, I say, I believe right now it's best for me to push out the readings instead of listening to the readings, and helping you as maybe you have helped me. And when we get on that equal ground, we'll work together and maybe open up some new channels where there's more as a team effort, something different that we blossom into. We'll see. It looks like that's what we're going to be doing. I see the pyramid, so let's do this.